students, a very good morning to one and all. Welcome to the next lecture of online theory class series of subject Novel Drug Delivery System. I am Mrs. Aarti Majumdar, Associate Professor from the Department of Pharmaceutics, Smriti College of Pharmaceutical Education, Indore. Dear student, in continuation of our discussion over microencapsulation techniques, we have so far we have studied about air suspension method or Wurster process, conservation phase separation techniques. We have also discussed about various principles of phase separation which are employed in case of conservation phase separation technique. We have also studied about solvent evaporation method. We have also covered we have also discussed about spray drying and spray congealing method. In today's session, we are going to discuss over another technique of microencapsulation, that is multi-orifice centrifugal process or multi-orifice centrifugal casting method. This multi-orifice centrifugal casting method, it is used for the encapsulation of solid core materials or liquid droplets. Core material which exists as liquid droplets of size ranging between 1 micron to 5000 microns. This multi-orifice centrifugal casting method, it works on the principle, actually it is a mechanical process. This method is a mechanical process. So far we have discussed various chemical and physical processes. This multi-orifice centrifugal casting process or method of microencapsulation, it is a mechanical process. This method actually utilizes centrifugal force. It utilizes centrifugal force to harm or to force core material particle through an enveloping coating material membrane. Thereby, effective mechanical microencapsulation is achieved. In this process, with the help of centrifugal force, the core particles are forced or impacted over the envelope of coating membrane to brought about microencapsulation, or we can say mechanical microencapsulation. So, dear student, this is a cross-sectional view of apparatus which is used for microencapsulation by using multi-orifice centrifugal casting method. In this apparatus, the major and the main part of this apparatus is the rotating cylinder. This is a cross-sectional view of a rotating cylinder. So this one, it is rotating cylinder which is the main and essential part of this apparatus. Within this rotating cylinder, 3 circumferential grooves, 2, 3 and 4. These 2, 3, 4 are circumferential grooves. These grooves are located within this rotating cylinder. In this intermediate groove number 3, which is in between groove 2 and groove 4, there are multiple orifice spaces are countersunk in between in this intermediate groove throughout the circumference of this cylinder. Let me just give you a demonstration about this. If we imagine this is a rotating cylinder, okay? So in this rotating cylinder, in the inner side, in the inward direction, these 3 grooves are present, circumferential grooves are present. This is groove number 2, 3 and 4. So in the intermediate groove, groove throughout the circumference. Throughout the circumference. It should be throughout the circumference. Okay. So these upper and lower grooves, circumferential grooves, they contain coating material in it, which is supplied to them with the tubes. These tube 5, this 5 number is given to the tube. From these respective tubes, this upper circumferential groove and this lower circumferential groove, groove number 2 and groove number 4, they got continuous supply of coating material from the coating material inlet, which is located above. This is 6 is the coating material inlet. This is a continuous supply of coating material through these tube to groove number 2 and groove number 4. Coating material, it can be in the form, it should always be in liquid state. It can be in the form of solution of polymer in a suitable solvent, or it can be a hot melt of polymer. Coating polymer, hot melt can be the coating material. Now, the ridges of groove number 2 and groove number 4, these ridges, they act as a wire or support for the coating material. And when the volume of coating material in these grooves exceeds the volume of circumferential groove, when the coating material supplied in a volume that exceed the volume of these groove 2 and 3, coating material start overflowing, and because of the centrifugal force, because this cylinder is continuously rotating, and because centrifugal force is so generated, it allows this coating material to move outside, and it forms a membrane. It forms a coating membrane in the circumferential groove number 3, in the middle central groove number 3. So at this place, coating material exits as a membrane, in the form of membrane. Now, this is a counter-rotating disc. This is a counter-rotating disc in which core material, which can be solid particles or droplets of liquid, to be microencapsulated. So, core material may be liquid or solid. From this inlet 8, it is supplied to this counter-rotating disc. This counter-rotating disc atomizes or disperses particles of core, which can be solid or liquid droplets. After atomization, liquid droplets are formed. These core particles, they are made to push, they are being thrown through this counter-rotating disc to this intermediate circumferential groove. Now, on coming towards this polymer membrane, when this counter-rotating disc, it is continuously throwing the the core particles to the polymer membrane envelope. Now, because of the impact of centrifugal force and this polymer membrane, which is present here, it envelopes the core particles, which results in mechanical microencapsulation of the core particles reaching to this groove. This is a continuous process. As the membrane envelops the core particle, a new polymer membrane is generated continuously because of the overflowing of the coating membrane grooves 2 and 4. So this is a continuous process, and this results in the formation of embryonic microcapsules. Now the embryonic microcapsules so produced, they are hardened or congealed or rigidized by various means, such as they can be made and to enter in a heated countercurrent air stream, or these microcapsules can be made to enter in a rotating congealing bath, which may contain a non-solvent for polymer membrane, congealing non-solvent for the coating polymer. So in this way, one more thing is there. If the coating material is in the form of melted polymer or in the form of hot melted polymer, so these microcapsules can be rigidized with the help of cold air stream. So students, this is all about the method multi-orifice centrifugal casting. This method is a mechanical process, and it mechanically encloses the core particle by utilizing centrifugal force and the impact which was given by the counter-rotating disc while throwing these core particles towards this intermediate groove. So student, in the next lecture we are going to cover our remaining